That would be good news.
You can see the piece, but that doesn't know. We don't know what kind of condition the hardwood is underneath it as well, though, is a thing. So.
Sure.
Yeah, they just ran an underlayment on.
And then ran the
Yeah,
vinyl
door.
on it. So it's a
John.
tiny little kitchen.
Yeah, yeah.
But it'll work, I think, in the galley.
What I would suggest is there's a lot of things to do here. And what we like to do is try to begin to quote. And I'm making some assumptions. One of these is that it's an oil-based paint. And that's probably good considering though it's just a 70s, 60s build or something, or 50s or
1956.
56, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's lead-based paint in this house.
and you know, just go through and, you know, with the railing removed and the removal play the gutter and the door and kind of go through this.
Want
And,
to do the bullet thread with my plan?
well, no, that's fine, but you know, we can do that, we can do this, but my point is that this is not something like clean and seal a deck.
Right.
And we're not gonna walk in here and say for 125, we're gonna seal it, for 225, you know, we'll clean it, what have you. That this is something that we discuss over a lengthy period of time, and you get comfortable with your contractor because you're gonna trust us for a lot. And we're gonna trust you for a lot, and we're gonna make sure that it's a good situation, we're communicating well, getting you the things that you need. And I'd like to start with a completion date, if you can help us with that.
I'd like to be in here by October 1st.
Okay, and we can do that. Okay. But a lot of this stuff is that we're...
Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, one bullet point says replace the kitchen. I mean, I realize that it's, you know...
Well, that's fine,
yeah,
and that's why we come in and we chat and we say that basically new appliance, you might keep the refrigerator because they're pretty standard, and you may or may not keep that other stuff. And to know now that you may have hardwoods, and if you don't, we got to get a quote in to get hardwoods, and you want real ones, so we've got to sand and poly 3 coats.
Right.
And you want all these cabinets out. We're going to bring in new ones for Home Depot. You've got a bank of cabinets here that's running 10 feet, another one here that's running 6 feet, and it's basically remove and replace. You know, where the plumbing is, and, you know, we'll have a sink. We'll call a granite company, and of your choice, to put the stone of your choice in. It's better for them to do it because they work with it every day.
Okay.
And at some point, we're going to start painting something, and then with these gone, and what we're going to do is wonder what that is. And I'm going to bring in a little piece of alcohol and a cotton rag, and I'm going to rub it a lot. If it doesn't come off, it's oil. If it's oil, we transition, use an oil-based primer.
Right.
And then we'll go to the master bedroom. You know, and then we're going to go to the new bathroom, or we'll go to the old bathroom. And basically, I like to itemize quotes out so you see where all that money's going.
Absolutely.
And you'll help us pick the products you want us to install. We'll pull permits and make sure everything's done above board.
Okay.
There's a lot of electrical too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big project, definitely.
There's no question. Okay. So, but no, please, I like for you to continue with your plan, because that might be the best way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I figure if you sort of talk about what my expectations are and then go through that list, it's, you know, I'm sure it's not complete, but it'll at least...
Everything is a guideline. It's
Yeah.
a map.
Yeah.
And we know you want a house you can live in when we're done.
Right. So, okay. So, yeah, you know, I'd like to do, and you'll see on that list, recessed lighting in most of the rooms, ceiling fan in the kitchen, ceiling fan in the living room. So, yeah. So, again, kitchen.
So is this blue tape is mark of an added wall, right? You're doing away with the door, but is this?
It's actually a sort of rough approximation of the footprint of the cabinet.
Okay, gotcha.
This is a wall.
Right, half wall or full wall?
Full wall, and
Okay.
sort of hide the side of the refrigerator.
Okay.
And this is the refrigerator. So, and again, this would become a hallway once the panels are moved. That wall is taken down.
Right.
So in here,
Some more here. Yeah.
I know it's here, but I don't know how far it goes.
I think I'll run through because that's the other one right there.
This was that's where the masonite is. The only access to the attic right now. we had them done throughout the house.
Wow.
Framed them all the way. Yeah.
Right.
So, and I kind of like it. I actually would like to keep that.
Yeah.
This room won't get a lot of change. I want to frame out the closet facing that hallway for the washer and dryer. So what will happen is this closet will shift downwards. Again, rough approximation on the floor. But I'd like to keep this if I can. Close off that door.
The face frame is what you want to keep.
Yeah,
because you're shifting
let's
it.
shift it down.
So if you shift this one down, but you've got the closet behind this, so are you?
Yeah, that's
You're
gonna
gonna
be
be-
part of the bathroom and it's gonna be walled off, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha. Okay. I see.
Gotcha. Wall it in there.
Okay.
And
Okay.
washer and dryer in the hallway.
Okay.
About here to the washer and dryer, again, that's what that is. This door goes away. This becomes a bigger hole than it should be per door, but this goes into the master bedroom.
Okay.
This all becomes part of the master bedroom. This is the master bathroom.
Right.
Again, creating from scratch. So shower here, double vanity, and come out behind a half wall here. And again, that closet gets turned around and faces the other space.
The window?
The window needs to be sized down so that it fits here, within the new wall. There will be a new wall here.
Okay.
Clean all this up so that it's clean and smooth. Upgrade this door to the porch. I want to add some windows here as well, something about the same size as the others in the house.
So as far as this area right here on the exterior, are you looking for a brick to go back that's
No.
light there, or are you okay with some kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
siding
about that.
material?
Yeah, already fine.
Okay.
But yeah, the windows are also these gaps in the brick. They're
Right.
Floor to ceiling.
Gotcha.
And right now they've got aluminum on them, and I want to take the aluminum down and do party plank. So, the current door here into the bedroom, I want to turn into a hall closet or a coat closet. So it obviously needed to be reframed down to a smaller size door. So there's at least some vestige of a hall closet.
Okay.
Whether we can use one of those skinny doors from over there. or
Right,
not.
right.
If we can, great. If we can't,
Well, these are hollow doors, yeah?
yeah, they're basically one.
We want to preserve those as such.
Something similar, I certainly want a flat surface door. Faux 6 panel, kind of stuff. Yeah.
You want genuine rigid hollow
Yes, exactly.
instead of faux.
Right. But at least flat surface, So,
You're gonna have a lot of hardwood, obviously
Patches.
repairs and ties
Yeah.
in these areas as well.
yeah, a lot of patching.
Yep.
So,
The thing is with the patching, it's more the staggering. You're taking out staggers, because otherwise it's not gonna look right. You really have to come back to where the piece.
Yeah.
Otherwise you end up with straight lines and it doesn't look.
No,
the way
it's
it's,
going to have to weave it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
You do end up with some face nailing with that, because the only way to do it is you cut it's usually tongue and groove, you cut the tongue off and you end up with some face nailing, but it doesn't, it's not very visible, but it is,
No, I understand.
Can be done well.
Yeah, Out here.
What, would you get rid of this plate? Is that right?
Okay.
That comes up, those get capped off. What he's talking about, taking that out,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that,
But you're staggering
that,
the solid
that,
bottom line, or
that,
you-
that, yeah. But see, it's all close staggered. You don't have any of them shooting way up, except this one. You gotta take it all out. Piece it in.
Obviously, have to post it, that's what I was-
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, this space is structurally solid, but I want somebody to verify that.
Cliff, I'll get Cliff over.
Yeah.
I'll
It
get-
bounces a little.
I'll get his number.
Okay.
Really, his mark, he's right behind you.
Okay, good. And we took this down just to see, make sure there wasn't brick behind it. thankfully there's not, so we can add some windows out here as well. So, but yeah, screen this back in. And open
He's
it.
saying solidly though, that the screen here, and I was asking if he was looking for a hole.
No, not screen all the way down, just to that ledge. Should be fine. And it was built as a screen porch. It's tongue groove out here. There are weep holes. They've been covered up, but there are weep holes on the edge so that rainwater drains.
Okay.
Yeah, this could be a lovely retreat space.
Yeah, I think, it's sort of a shame that you have to go through a bedroom to get to it, but, it's just sort of the layout of the house. It's no problem.
Well, your external spiral staircase down to the ground,
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
and the deck that adjoins.
Yeah, I would love to do a deck across the back, sort of at a later phase, but,
Well, no, that was phase 3, that was meant.
okay, yeah. So, there are some unanswered questions in terms of what to do with the return. I don't have a spot in mind as to where to put it. This is the exhaust from the furnace, which was rusted when it went into the attic. So it was falling down anyway, so we just took it out. I'd like to relocate it, obviously not in the middle of the dining room. And it also, right now, peeks through on the front side of the ridge, so I actually would prefer it to be on the back side of the ridge if we can, just to sort of keep it clean around to the roof, if possible. So that needs to be relocated. Questions?
We have so many.
Okay.
So really, that return is, it's gonna need to stay at floor level. So, you're gonna need to really, more than likely, you're gonna need to put it in one of these newer closets, like at a low level, and then maybe not have a full closet is what you'd be looking at.
Yeah,
Because,
expected
getting
that.
it up into here is
Not
not
gonna
feasible,
work.
and
Yeah.
it's,
And I guess you could put it on the floor and do a grate, but I
Yeah.
hate floor grates.
yeah, no, I hate those too.
Yeah.
You step on them.
Yeah.
But you can stick it in a closet, what I'm saying, and turn it in a certain direction where you're not gonna have a couch or something like that, but then you're gonna end up with a
Sure.
half you put a little foot of wall.
Feet of closet.
What if we get my licensed HVAC guy over
Well,
here?
you can't get
Okay.
the tubes. gotta get
And
the
give
tubes
us-
up there,
because
so
he
you know,
needs
it's
to be
tight,
doing that.
So you got a
Because that's what he
trunk
does.
line, so
Yeah.
getting it
And we
up
can
here
puzzle about it, but he can get
isn't
us
gonna
answers.
really work,
Yeah.
because there is no way to get it
No,
up
no,
there.
I'm
You
not
have to build a
able to
chase,
provide
you know,
answers
so
today.
you have to
Lifting
do
this
that.
straight up and
Absolutely.
just extending.
Well, he's moving stuff away from here is the problem. Yeah. Because this is sort of like your dining room area, right?
It will be the dining room.
So,
Yeah,
this
dining room
has to
will be
be
right about here.
relocated somewhere,
Yeah.
maybe
No,
closet
no,
there, something like that.
no.
But I'll get you Cliff's number because that is a column holding up your house.
That right there? Yes. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
holding the
part of
house
the
up.
structure of the house. Yeah.
And that load needs to be accounted for regardless of where it goes.
Yeah. And, that's gonna stay. This is not planning on moving. It'll be enclosed, obviously get rid of the door, but the wall will be extended actually to here and turn. So this is not moving.
Yeah, like you said, they've got to have a shift or they've got headers. They've probably got headers run in there and then they're tied in.
Across there, yeah, I don't know sort of what the structure
Must be
is
like a
above.
header or something that they're tied
That's
into.
span stay open. This is not a matter.
Right.
So.
I have a question. Can I borrow your tape?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For the people that have better vision than I do, is that a line or is that a shadow?
Is that yeah,
That's paint.
That's a line or a shadow?
That's paint. Let's
yeah,
stop
it looks
painting
like, so this has been painted this way and then the older part never got headed.
The illusion could be
There's an angle here.
color or a dip,
Could be a dip.
or both. That's my question, is that
Well,
What is
here
it?
is something interesting going on.
put in here?
Yeah,
But
it's
you
hard.
see, there's a lot of paint going on that ceiling. Thank you.
Did you say this had to be?
I like 16s.
No,
Yeah.
never,
Paint.
she built it this way with flat ceilings.
Thank you.
It's just an option.
This is curvy now. This is very stupid.
So did you say she changed it from a vault or the other ones were built? Did you
No,
say
the
that the
other
other
ones-
ones were built that way? But
They were built- this one was not.
She did it, she
She did it
chose
with
to
flat
do
ceilings.
flats, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it had never been a vaulted ceiling.
Okay.
Well,
So,
Yeah, that's strange that you would pick that option. I guess some people just don't want it.
yeah, I don't know if she thought it was gonna be expensive to heat and cool or what.
She wants to live in a cave,
Yeah.
which is fine. But yeah, you've already transitioned the walls.
So.
I don't know, what you found, but you've got primer here.
Oh, yeah, no, I put the primer up just because the walls were so dirty and I just wanted
Right.
and there were 3 shades of pink in them,
If it sticks, it wasn't oil. I mean, it's just that simple.
It's Kills.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. You
Yeah.
probably use Kill. It looks like the
Yeah.
Kill's going on there.
So, because I wasn't sure what it was either.
From bleeding.
Yeah, there's a couple of spots that bled. It came through again.
Well, you use water-based kills.
Yeah, I did.
The touch up with shellac-based kills.
Yeah, so, but everything else covered pretty easily.
And so the big windows, you're planning on keeping them same size, right?
Right, just upgrading.
Right.
And I've got a friend in Atlanta who's in the window business who I'm going to see this weekend, and you're hopefully going to spec out exactly what it is to.
They're nice windows.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. The thing that sort of sold me on the house was to
Oh,
have
yeah.
big windows.
Sure, nice.
Yeah. Or they may need a little privacy between me and my neighbors.
Well, with only single glazing, you're that much closer to nature.
That's Markham, isn't it, right there?
Let's see, that's,
I see it, the street.
that may be facing Markham.
Okay, because I know it's right around the corner, and Cliff is on the corner of
That's Shawnee. That's
Markham and Avondale. It's 2 houses away from Markham and Avondale.
Okay, so.
But I was thinking I could almost point to his office from here, almost.
You've got these mature giants right next to the house.
Yeah, that's actually a little daunting. So, yeah, for, the lot behind is owned by the city, it's designated as green space.
Ah,
And
that's
then
nice.
2 lots south, where the street ends, there's a creek running through one of them, there's power lines running through another one, and there's the railroad tracks running through the third. So more or less unbuildable.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure somebody, if they really wanted to, could try and figure it out, but.
Yeah, they'd be going through a lot of effort to do that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure,
mean,
yeah.
starting with extending the street.
Yeah.
You know, so-
this is for you, you'll be living
Yeah,
there.
this is where I'll be living. So that's the overall vision for the inside. Do you want to walk around the outside and then we can go through the bulleted list and make sure we've covered everything and then answer your questions?
That's fine. We've got, like I said, an opportunity to study and do some write-up, and
Great.
I think I've got a lot of data here to move forward with that.
So, one of the things I can't wait to do is take down that rail.
Cast iron, okay.
Yeah. And I'm still not sure what I'm going to do in terms of extending the front porch. You can see I'm sort of looking at different ideas.
Are you thinking about concrete?
Probably.
I'll call the mason.
I don't know that that's going to be in the scope of this one right
Well,
right
that's
now.
not, he can get you a number.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the driveway's going to go,
Okay.
so yeah, at some point I'll be doing concrete work, but I'm not expecting it right now.
Can I have the flamingo?
Yeah, that was a housewarming present.
I appreciate that.
So,
That's nice. No, I just didn't know what to,
Yeah.
but anyhow. What else?
again, this window will be upgraded, the door will be upgraded, that door will go away and enclosed. All the vertical aluminum I want taken down and replaced with hardy plank.
Okay.
So that's front and back, right? The
And
stuff
all
on the back,
four
so like where
sides,
that
yeah.
window's getting shortened down,
Yeah.
and that area will be hard.
All 4 sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why were there 2 doors?
Duplex. Harding.
That's interesting.
We got,
I was just looking at the
well, it's all interesting.
shift, and then it doesn't
Yeah,
bend there.
I agree. All right.
Oh, there it is. I was just looking at the wrong height. Okay. It's got a natural
little reveal.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never seen them done that way before, but
And again, I wasn't sure if she, they framed it for clapboard siding and then
Right.
she decided to put brick on them.
Charles. Pretty good. Okay. Yep. Sure. Sure. Yes, there is. Do you? All right, let's plan on that. Get me a total if you can for your payment, please. All right, well, go ahead and do that if you can, and you know, with all your returns, what have you, and get me a total. And the answer is yes. What time will you be needing a check? Take care. Thank you a lot. Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Here's the panel, and then replace.
So what you would like to do is probably just have the one, get rid of that one there, incorporate it into something out here.
No, I want it in panel inside the house.
Inside, okay.
Yeah.
And you have a spot that you had thought about where you, I guess that's just gonna all go over, the electrician's gonna know better
Yeah, I
as
was
far
gonna
as
say,
where that needs to go.
nothing specific. So, I don't have anything specific, yeah. But upgrade that.
I think this change in the brickwork was a growth spurt, you know, I mean, it suddenly had more nourishment.
John, I hate to come in arrears, but as a craftsman, I had to grab that real quick. Soffit, remove, replace, get rid of the metal. Is that right?
No, keep the aluminum soffit and the
Okay.
fascia. But replace the gutter.
Thank you. New gutters, new downspouts, and the T111 goes to, or whatever appears to be T111 metal of, okay, Hardy. Got it.
Exactly.
Thank you a lot.
And that hardy plank is gonna extend all the way around the porch here, correct? You
All right.
want that, yeah. He was saying walls, but not soffit.
Got it. No, I agree. It makes perfect sense because that metal is very expensive and it's a very good product. Got a flat rubber roof up there. That's nice. Oh, nice cross specs. Look at there.
Yeah, that's the drain roof. She kept up the infrastructure of the house. I mean, you know, it was a single owner house, and
They look like, I mean, they did, I mean, they need.
Leonard Skinner. Insulate the floor.
I love the,
Sorry?
Insulation.
Yes, I want to insulate.
Got it.
love the natural 2-inch,
Is it?
yeah, real 2-inch stuff. you know,
Unmilled.
compared to like one, it's, they say they're selling you 2x4s and they're 1.5 inches.
Yeah, but they're only 2x8s
Right.
here. They're not
Right.
2x10s, so
Right.
they're actually a little smaller than current
Yeah.
code.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But, you know, as crawl spaces go, it's not a bad crawl space.
No.
Okay.
People can work in here fairly easily.
So you looking for insulation and like vapor barrier? I mean, it'd be wise to put a vapor barrier down.
Yeah, I
too.
don't want to do the full encapsulation.
Right,
But,
but
you
like
know,
a black plastic,
yeah,
I mean,
so
like
it's up there.
Yeah, like this up here.
Yeah, she did it up there, sort of solid black plastic, and then the rest of it, every bag of peat moss and, you know, garden soil, she had hundreds of them laid out down here. That was her vapor barrier.
So they
That's half of
obviously,
that.
If it works. Right? Who am I?
Yeah,
Well, they've got a jack here.
yeah, we know that there's water issues there. Those jack posts, from what we can tell, were just to stop some flexing in the floor.
yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any structural stuff. They're not in concrete.
They've beefed them up here too. They've
Yeah,
added
they've
joists
some
on top
sister.
of it.
Yeah. So,
They probably had a dip or something, but I've heard of that. Span of several.
yeah, I'm not sure how critical those things are for the overall structural. Probably stop some flexing. Comfort issue.
They're on concrete. So
They are.
You can, yeah, it's doing something.
So,
I wouldn't advise taking them out, I guess is what
Yeah,
I'm saying, because I think.
I mean,
you back-
I wouldn't go to the effort of taking them out.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
So,
But it's, I'm sure that, I mean, it's no different than really your pier system on a girder right here.
Right.
It's sort of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's actually nice to have a slab.
Yeah, she got a chest freezer. It's sort of nice when people walk in. Yeah, say
Is there
it
a
turns
switch?
there, right there.
Are you got
Pull
keys
that
in the
door
door?
up.
Here.
So what is it? I didn't even notice the water heater. Where was that? Is
It's
that-
in there.
It's in there, and that was the gas.
It's an electric water heater.
Electric.
Yeah.
So what's the gas? What was the gas for? Is that
The furnace.
the furnace? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the only gas
Only
appliance.
gas appliance in the
And you're going to stick with that as far as appliances. You're not going anything in the kitchen different.
Jay, in North Carolina, that's a hot water heater.
Yes. What did I see? Water
You
heater.
said water, you said it right. Every time it's grown up in South Carolina, this is a hot water heater. We heat hot water here.
My wife's from Indiana, and we have back and forth on those
Yeah.
kind of things all the time. You know, very funny.
But yeah, it is. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. In your car, do you have a floor? Do you have a floorboard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Depends on if it's rusted or not.
Right.
Cement.
They put boards in it. You know, in the 1920s, and my family had their Model A or T or whatever, and it was a floorboard because it was wood.
My buddy had a 1960 MGA, and that had
Wooden floors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally wood.
they were wood. I had a friend who did that, had termite problems.
Termite problem in the automobile. Okay.
Like my wife's big into calling soda.
John, we thank you so much for the opportunity to bid for your home improvements. It looks like you got
Yeah, I was.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah,
You-
watering the new shrubs.
you know what's going on with the water, because every time I see water, I said, oops, wait a minute. And I tell you, you've got a beautiful, beautiful roof.
Yeah, the roof is 2 or 3 years old.
It's beautiful.
Nice and flat.
Just taking a quick peek here.
ripples.
Yeah, again, I want to take those 2 exhaust pipes out.
Yeah.
One was for an old, the water heater was gas at one time,
Of course.
so that can go. And
Sure.
then the other one for the exhaust from the furnace,
Yeah.
I want to put on the back side of the ridge.
And
Thank
put a
you.
skylight in his place.
Yeah,
Not.
really tiny little side.
We've got
Make a bigger one.
we got another one we need to go to, and like I said, it's
Okay.
going to take a long time, as opposed to a clean and seal deck, is my example
Sure.
of let's work up, let's get some pictures, and let's begin the procedure of how we can associate some quotes with this. I would like for you to have an audience with our HVAC, and you're going to like David. Our electrician Alonzo is a wonderful guy, and I
Okay.
need to get him because he's a licensed electrician, the only one qualified to talk to you about this. And he just finished wiring a full house in Carver for a med school student starting, and we have nothing but 5-star remarks about him.
Great.
And we're very grateful to have him aboard. And probably I would like, if you could, give us a few days with this one, and we'll write up all we can.
Okay.
And let's get some stuff on the table, and that would be probably the best way. And in the meantime, you can expect some kind of communication from the engineer Cliff Creedle
Okay,
and Alonzo and David Richardson.
that's fine.
Thank you.
That'll work. Thanks very much.
Very grateful for
Thank
your
you,
time
gentlemen.
today.
Meeting you.
All right, thanks. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Y'all take care.
You
Have a
too.
good day.
Okay. Mixed emotions. It's not.
I wonder if the guy has a realistic notion of how much he's talking money-wise to do the work that he's talking about.
It's going to exceed the cost that he paid to buy it.
Saying he's pushing the price of what he probably paid for the house. Not that much, but I don't know what he paid. But there's
All right, hang on.
he's doing a lot.
Well, I wondered, I didn't want to speak it out loud, but I wondered if it would be realistic at this juncture to say, do you have a... Well, thank you.
All right. Without any further discussion, and it's just a teacher coming out at me, I apologize. This is called a double blind test. Wow. We have same information about this house. We're all party to the introduction. And if you do not count whatever Alonzo is going to bill us,
And that is the electrician?
all the electric work, if you do not count what HVAC is going to bill us, and that is all the HVAC, David Richardson, the Richardson HVAC, don't count any potential major plumbing issues, because you know, let's just do light plumbing, hooking up faucets and stuff, building those walls, building that kitchen, building the bath, tweaking out the that bedroom wall, close the door in, finish up the hardwood floors, and let's assume that once we get all the wood down, the thing that we're going to do with the hardwoods is sand the whole thing and poly through 3 coats, okay, to make it all uniform, full interior paint, prime and 2.
The exterior siding and all that too?
Got to do the exterior siding, putting in every window, this is labor cost only, no materials, and I want it in time. Okay, and if we just won that and Jay is going to walk in and we're paying Jay, now Jay may executive out to say, you know, I'm going to bring my helper so I can get out of here a day or 5 early.
I think so.
Sorry about that. So here again, it's kind of looking at this double blind, and basically when we leave, he'll have the finished house. Don't include anything in that little weird porch off the bedroom. Don't include a new deck.
Just the basic house.
And yes, that interior was, you know, the kitchen, the 2 baths, the installed walls, a full lap on the paint, all of the hardwood touch-ups.
So all sheetrock and paint?
All sheetrock, all paint, all
Painting
framing.
the total interior of the house, you're saying?
All interior. You can include the hardy on the outside, because we know that's a slam dunk. Putting in the windows that he supplies us, no window costs. And if Jay's going to walk in and do that, how many, obviously days, how many days would we got Jay to need?
And was that kitchen, was that including cabinets and all that as well?
No, finished it. Got to finish the kitchen. Got to put in all the cabinets he buys us, all the appliances he serves us, delivered to the door. You don't go buy anything. There's no downtime for you. Get materials. Finished kitchen, finished bathroom, finished interior. Hardied outside. And if you look in terms of the number of days that we would want to put Jay out there doing this. And y'all can't cheat and don't share your answers.
Do you want them to be postmarked by a certain date?
Well, no, I'm not writing because I'm driving. But y'all can be thinking, y'all can calculate with this thing if you want to, you know, figure out number of you know, whatevers to do whatevers. If you want to get that detail, that's fine. But what I'm trying to figure out is, well, I'll tell you what happened. I had a job like that with a deck removal, a porch removal at the lake with weird angles and big slopes, and I had a craftsman that worked with us, and this was a job that we estimated at like $27,000. And the quote that he came up with, and the quote, I did it just like this. I said, I'm not showing you my answer. He didn't show me his, and we dropped him at the same time. We were $150 off.
Wow.
It was crazy. It was stupid. We should have no business, you know, being that on with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Having so little practice working, but that was just one of the
About as
things.
objective as you can
Well,
get.
you can take a peek at that kind of stuff and just see.
the trash pickup isn't today.
Now, if I don't put this in here, the truck will be broken into.